August will be my first full year of intentional farming. And I have already listed like 3 houses on one street in a neighborhood. So it works. It's crazy that it works. And I feel like so many people. Hi.
Hello there. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Well, let's talk farming. It's literally my favorite topic, and apparently yours too.
Yes.
I love it. So, what state are you in?
I am in North Carolina.
Got it. So, everybody that likes a nice, pretty, weather feel, and not necessarily snow.
Yeah, it's just so hot. It is so miserably hot and humid. So it's great during the winter. I'm sure you're from up north, right?
Chicago,
Chicago, right? So it's like a vast difference. Yeah, so we don't
right?
really have but our
Okay.
summers are miserable.
Well, let's dive in. So typically we do
Yeah.
them really just chit-chatting and
Right.
sharing some of the things. Obviously, like I'm postcard obsessed. That's
Okay.
kind of my thing. But and farming is like obsessed. That's the other part. And I know it works. It works for so many agents across the country, regardless of the state, right? Regardless of where they are at in business. So I really want to hear about your farming journey, like what started it. But before we do that, like tell me something like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that comes from farming. Like, what's your current like farming success story where you're like, every agent is like, what?
Just
Tell
that.
me your story.
So my story from the beginning, I started real estate in the great year of 2020, where everyone was starting real estate, I feel like. And I joined a team. And then in 2020, no, last year, I went solo and I was researching how can I get, market share, lead generation. I was a heavy listing agent on the team. And then I knew that I wanted to, stay heavy into listings. And so I was like, what can I do? I'm not rolling in the dough. I did a lot of research and looked up farming and just started to it. August will be my first full year of intentional farming. And I have already listed like 3 houses on one street in a neighborhood. So it works. It's crazy that it works. And I feel like so many people have, thrown it to the wayside because it's an, older concept and technology and all of this good stuff. And I think technology is great, but I think that people still
There's
gravitate.
no AI robot, right? In August, farming will be your entire first year of intentional farming. So far, you took 3 listings. When
Um,
did you take the
seven
listing?
altogether, 7 altogether, just 3 on the same street.
Like, okay, so
Yeah.
let's talk about when did you take your very first listing? Do you remember roughly?
Yeah, so it was in August and then I farmed around that listing
Okay,
in
so
that
that kicked it off for you.
that
How long
kicked it
until the second listing then?
2 months.
All right. So we didn't quit.
No. And it
Love it.
was the neighbor across the street. She had gotten I dropped off like a little baggie, letting everyone know. I then mailed out an open house invitation and she reached out to me and then I also mailed up a follow-up. So after it closed, I, sent out a follow-up and she reached out and said, "Hey, I need to sell my house and I have all of your stuff."
That's awesome. See, it's like the things that we bring with and leave behind. Like there is so much power in that part of farming that people underestimate. Like, I mean, again, I know I'm drowning in paper, but it's like, you know, we literally keep these around for like, like I
For-
said, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things where people hold on to it, right? They're like, oh yeah, I've got to get to that. And I think we do that in life right now a lot in general,
Mhm.
where we get busy and then we're like, I got to get to that. And we'll put it out there. You can't do that this easily with your email, with your phone. It just, there's fresh content. There's always fresh content, which puts you on the hamster wheel. You don't have that as much with the farming. It's a little bit more relaxed, I think, personally.
I agree with you.
So awesome. So August and now it's June. So we had like 10 months, 7 listings. Are you
Mhm.
gonna quit after the first year?
No, no way.
Never. Love it.